What is going on, everybody? Today's video is kind of exciting. I've been waiting a very long time to make this video because I applied to deliver with GrubHub about a month and a half ago, and it's taken some time to get accepted. GrubHub actually was not accepting new drivers in the Seattle area when I first applied, so they had me on a waiting list, and I actually received an email about a week and a half ago saying that they were now accepting new drivers in my area. So I went ahead and completed that application process, took a quiz and filled out some information. Now, it was more involved than like a Postmates or a DoorDash sign up. It kind of feels like those other companies are just trying to get anyone on the road as fast as possible. But GrubHub does a little bit more vetting. They ask you a couple questions about, why you want to deliver, and then, as I said, you take that quiz after watching a few videos to kind of make sure that you know what you're doing before you get into it. It takes a little bit of time, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like a half an hour to get all that done. Not that bad at all, and getting on the road is pretty quick. So they sent me this GrubHub bag, this delivery bag. I'll show it to you right here, and I really love the thing. It's just a step above like any other delivery bag that is out there, and it's something that if I wanted to buy for myself on like Amazon, I would pay probably like 30 bucks for it. So you can see the inside, it's really nice, thick, and actually very well insulated. It zips all the way around the top and does a much better job of actually keeping your food warm, which is a big plus. I mean, it's huge because that's one of the biggest things about delivering food is that you have to keep your food warm. So I'm going to show you guys in a minute here actually the box that they sent me, because they sent me a box with 2 of these bags and then another decal sticker. So I'll show you exactly what that looked like when I got it. All right, let's have a look at the welcome kit that GrubHub sent over about a week after I applied and got accepted to deliver. And so they sent me this package here, which includes, it actually had 2 of these GrubHub delivery bags, which I really love. This one, it's just a lot bigger, and it fully zips. It's much better than other food delivery bags. And then they also give you these decals, which you can place on your car if you want to, and it kind of just lets other people know that you're delivering. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all that stuff in my car, and I'm also gonna throw my new Smart Flare in there, which I got around the same time as my GrubHub delivery gear showed up. This is not from GrubHub, but it's a product that I love to have in my car whenever I'm delivering, because I have had some problems out there on the road, and it's smart to have something with you to kind of keep you safe in events like that. So this thing lights up like a flashlight. It also has a lantern mode, and then it has another mode where it sends out a red. It's kind of hard to see in this lighting, but it's got a red light on this side, and then it's got a white light over here. And you can kind of put this out on the road if you need to, if you have to change your spare tire or do something on your car. I actually had an incident where I had a tire blowout, and I had to change that at night on the middle of a busy street, so I would have loved to have that. And then if you get really stranded, if you're delivering somewhere weird, then you have this last mode, which is kind of just like the panic mode, and it lets people know that you are in trouble. So I always want to have that in the car with me when I'm delivering. So in this video, we're going to take a look at exactly what it looks like to do an order in the GrubHub app, and then we're going to look at signing up for blocks, which is another cool feature that GrubHub delivery drivers have access to. I'm going to run through that, from the perspective of one of my first deliveries, and then we're going to look at how much I've made in the first week and a half of delivering with GrubHub, taking a few different blocks and orders here and there. And honestly, guys, my earnings were very surprising, a whole lot more than I expected. GrubHub's kind of like my new go-to because the pay is super good. It's kind of laid back, it's very relaxed, and I really love doing it. So we'll take a look at all of that. We'll get into all the details, and by the end of this video, if you haven't started delivering with GrubHub, I have a feeling you're going to want to sign up. So make sure you stay tuned for all of that. Okay, so let's take a look at this first order here. It is for the Zen Noodle Cafe, and it just popped up here. The delivery distance isn't that far away from me, and it's an $11 delivery, which is about average here for Seattle, and that's pretty good considering it's just a normal lunchtime delivery. And I'm also on a block with GrubHub, so I'm going to show you in the app here what it looks like to sign up for a block. And essentially, every Thursday at 2 p.m. here, they release the blocks that are available, and you can schedule those out for the week ahead. And if you accept a block, you're essentially required to work for that amount of hours. Usually they're like 2-hour blocks, and you're required to be delivering for those full 2 hours and accepting offers within the app. But you actually have the option to accept and reject offers when you're delivering in that block. You just have a higher priority to the different offers that are popping up, which is really cool because it means that you're going to get a lot of stuff coming your way, but you can also be picky, so you can filter out the good stuff and the bad stuff. And the end result of that system is that you get a lot of really good high-priced orders coming your way, and you can make a lot of money if you sign up for blocks during the right time in your area. So I picked up this block from 10:30 a.m. to 12 a.m. Friday here. I did spend a few minutes waiting around for this order from Zen Noodles, and that's because I've been at my house getting some work done. I'm taking a more laid-back approach to these orders. I'm not heading to a hot spot, towards the college campus or downtown. I'm kind of just waiting to see what comes my way. And I have done the method before with, hitting a hot spot. You definitely get orders much faster, but the cool thing about GrubHub is that as long as you're within the regional boundaries, you can be anywhere you want while you're waiting for orders, so you don't have to wait near a certain area. So I'm heading towards the U District right now to go ahead and pick up that offer from Zen Noodles, and as soon as I get there, I will check in again with you guys. Alright, just arrived here at the Zen Noodle, and I'm parked in a 30-minute commercial vehicle only zone, so I'm going to run in and hopefully my food is ready because I have been ticketed before in these areas, and normally I don't have an issue with parking, but today's a little bit difficult, so I'm kind of just crossing my fingers on this one. Sometimes you'll be on your way to deliver an order and your next offer is going to pop up in the GrubHub app, and I really do like this because it means you spend less time waiting around once you drop off that order and you already know exactly where you're going to go. But in this case, I'm actually going to reject that order because it's about a $7 order and it's kind of out of the way. I don't want to drive that much for $7, but I have had a few pop up, which are actually orders from the same restaurant when I'm about to pick it up, or they're just really close to where I'm at and they're a quick delivery for a good price, and in that case, I definitely accept. The GrubHub app knows where you're at, it knows when you're about to drop something off, so it's not going to throw stuff at you that you can't handle. Usually it's pretty seamless and kind of on your way. Now that I've arrived, I'm going to go ahead and hit that arrived button in the app, and I'm going to grab my GrubHub bag with the food and carry it up to the front door. And this actually, the bag is kind of sweet because these straps, as you can see here, they actually come off the sides a little bit, and you can use it as a backpack if you want, if your order is really heavy or you're walking a long ways. It's just another really nice feature. But as soon as I drop that order off, I'm going to go ahead and mark that delivered and then wait for my next order here in my car. So let's have a look at some of my earnings over the first week and a half or 2 weeks with delivering with GrubHub. The first earnings that I'm going to pull up are on the very first day that I delivered, and on that day I earned $87 in 2 hours on 7 deliveries. I honestly crushed it during these 2 hours. Now, it's not necessarily normal for me to make $87 in 2 hours. That comes out to almost $45 an hour before you factor in stuff like gas and wear and tear. That was a really good night. That was during the evening here in Seattle, which is definitely the best time to be delivering with any food delivery service, especially GrubHub. And a lot of these orders were just really close by. They were all high-paying orders, and it just kind of worked out in my favor. Those orders were also during a scheduled block, so I was getting priority orders sent my way, and there wasn't really a single moment when I was sitting without an order coming to me, and that's fairly normal for me with blocks doing GrubHub here in Seattle, especially during the evening hours. So the next day that I delivered, I did not have a scheduled block. I kind of just went online, and I was being very picky with my orders. I rejected quite a few, and I only accepted 2 orders. I ended up making a little over $22 on those 2 orders. And tips were pretty decent. Tips are usually about 50% of my earnings with GrubHub, and I've had a few really good tips come through on GrubHub orders. So this last block that I'm going to show you guys, I actually only worked for an hour and 10 minutes. I picked up 6 deliveries and earned about $68, of which a little over $30 was in tips. That was another great block for me, and I'm showing you guys the email here. GrubHub sends over an email the day after every day that you earn money in the app. And once again, another great earnings times. There's definitely been blocks where I've earned less, so I'm showing you guys the higher payouts that I've gotten. So currently I am at the partner level for GrubHub delivery partners, and this is the lower kind of basic level that you get, and it has the last access to new delivery blocks and other perks like catering blocks and the referral program. So if you maintain a higher acceptance rate and a low block drop rate, and you also have a high attendance rate in the app, then you can kind of bump up, and it refreshes every week or so with your data from the past 30 days. So I will kind of be working towards getting to a higher level because I do want to check out the catering blocks, but at the same time I kind of have to balance that with not accepting all orders because some of them aren't really worth my time. Overall, I am very impressed with the GrubHub platform. I'm really glad that I gave this a shot. because it's making me more money than a lot of other platforms out there. I'm going to be kind of balancing this with Amazon Flex and doing a lot of instant offers through them as well. And I'll come up with an update, for running both apps at the same time, because I've been kind of toying around with that to see how it works. I'm also going to have another update and review delivering with GrubHub after having, delivered a little bit longer, maybe like a 30-day review. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And if you enjoyed this video, if it was helpful, go ahead and hit that like button and show me a little bit of love.